Guys, chapter 22 of Two Blue Vortex came out. Go read it. We're gonna talk about it. It's a little review, but we're gonna talk about chapter 22 and what we think is gonna happen in the next chapter. So basically, in the previous chapter, we saw Sarada use her Mangekyo Sharingan with her new ability that she just realized she had to take out Ryu, the Shinju of Shinki, right? And so chapter 22 opens up. It shows the Soul Thorn Bulb. I always get it wrong. I don't know which one. We're gonna go with Soul Thorn Bulb. That sounds right. It opens up with Soul Thorn Bulb sitting there, and Mitsuki's like, take the Soul Thorn Bulb to Shinki and like try to heal him, right? And there's a bunch of claw grimes around them at this point, and Mitsuki's like, I'll deal with them, okay? I got it. And as he says this, you see Jura pop out of a claw mark of one of the claw grimes, and Mitsuki freaks out. He's like, what the flip? Because Jura is connected. All the senses of all the Shinju are connected. So he knows that Ryu was taken out. He knows that Matsuri was taken out. So he pops out, and we think like he's coming to get the Soul Bulbs, right? He's coming to get the bulbs to revive the two Shinju, right? He doesn't seem very interested in that at all. He comes up, he sees Arai, he sees Mitsuki. He seems to not care at all about them, about what's going on. He does notice though, he does see Sarada, and he it seems as though he's more interested in her laying there, knowing that she's the one that took. I feel like he sees her as a threat now, right? He knows what she can do, so he's wary of her. But we see Jura stare off into the distance, and we can only assume that he's looking towards the direction, or in the direction of Boruto and Konohamaru, right? Because he knows, he stated in previous chapters that he knows Boruto is the only current threat because of how much Boruto knows about the Shinju, how much he knows about these new divine trees that have only recently merged. So he looks off into the distance, not seeming to care at all about Ryu's Soul Bulb. I had to Google it. I always get it mixed up. Not seeming to care about the Soul Bulb, despite the fact that if Araya is able to grab it and possibly resurrect, is able to bring back Shinki, we still don't know what that entails, how it's going to work out. I've heard theories. Like the people in the divine trees, the people that the claw grimes got and are stuck in those trees, I've read and heard theories that potentially once they're freed, they're gonna get a bit of a power boost just because they've been in the roots of the divine tree, right? Being exposed to those roots in the way that they are, with the roots using the chakra signature and those people as blueprints for these new Shinju, right? Like Ryu, like Hidari, like Matsuri, right? So once they're free, they may get a power boost. I don't know. That's yet to be revealed, yet to be confirmed. We don't know. I'm excited to see what happens, if anything, once they're freed. If there's anything different, if they were affected in any way, negatively or positively. But yeah, so basically, Jura doesn't seem to care about reviving Ryu. And I feel like this is due to the fact of him seeing love or these type of connections as a weakness. He does not seem to care about his allies. The only thing he seems to care about right now is Boruto and the potential of what he could do and how he only sees him as a threat currently because of how much he knows, right? And so he sees Boruto. Boruto had just taken down Matsuri's upper half, right? She was already damaged from Konohamaru. And then they get shot at by Jura, and he misses again. Now, I don't know if this is significant, because in a previous chapter, he tries to take out Boruto from a distance like he just does now, like he does in this chapter. He hits him, but he misses a vital spot. He misses a vital organ, and Boruto lives. He does it again, and he completely misses. The shot goes right in between Konohamaru and Boruto. Konohamaru is surprised. Baruto's like, it's a miniature Bijou bomb sniper shot. And he mentions that it's from Jura and that he's here. And he tells Konohamaru that he needs to get out of here. You need to take the Thorn Ball, bring it back to where you met up with San Shinobi, right? With Araya and Yodo. And and where Mitsuki is, Sarada, meet up with them and get it to Moegi's body. Get it to where she's being held inside of the divine tree. Because he knows how dangerous Jura is. He does not want Konohamaru to die here. So he's very adamant about Konohamaru leaving like as fast as he possibly can, because Jura's flying over to where they are right now, and he shoots another shot. Luckily, Boruto grabs Konohamaru, they dodge it, they get out of the way, and he throws him. And Konohamaru just starts running to get out of the fight, right? Because the only person, at this point, obviously, Boruto's the only one, along with Kawaki, who could possibly stand up to Jura. I say stand up to. Kashin Koji is very convinced, because of all the features he's seen, that Boruto has no shot whatsoever to beat Jura. He's that strong. Jura is that powerful. And so if Boruto can't beat him, like, Konohamaru is just going to be a hindrance if he's still there. So he runs with the Thorn Soul Ball, and Jura watches him run. And while Jura's distracted, Boruto is able to hit him in the back with a Rasengan. It's just a normal Rasengan. It hits him in the back. It launches him a bit. But as he's launched, he turns around while he's in the air and he shoots another tailed beast bomb at Boruto. Boruto uses the flying Raijin real quick, which is so cool, man, because before Jura arrived, he threw around a bunch of shuriken as spots which are marked with his chakra, so he can flying Raijin around Jura and catch him off guard. So he hits him with a Rasengan. Jura turns around while he's in midair, shoots a tailed beast bomb out of his eye, and Boruto teleports behind him in the trajectory of where Jura is being thrown. He tries to get him with the sword, but Jura blocks it with his finger. He turns around, he blocks it with his finger. It seems, I don't know, right at this moment, it seems Boruto is keeping up with Jura. We haven't seen all of what Jura can do. We just know he's highly, highly dangerous. After he blocks Boruto's blade, it jumps to where Ada and Kashin Koji are. And Kashin is so adamant that he has no shot. He talks about how, with the flying Raijin, Boruto's not adept enough with it to be able to translocate very, very far distances, because he has to focus. The farther it is, the harder he has to focus and picture the item he wants to jump to. And it would just take too much time to even try to leave with flying Raijin right now. And even if he were to, Kashin Koji mentions that even if he were to be able to get out of there, he's leaving everyone who's already there very vulnerable, because Jura's out there, right? And if Boruto leaves, Jura could just take the Thorn Soul Bulbs and then resurrect Ryu and Matsuri, and they're back at square one, right? So all this would be for naught if Boruto leaves. So Boruto's goal is to distract Jura long enough so Konohamaru can meet up with the rest of Team 7, Araya and Yodo, and take the Thorn Soul Bulbs and leave, right? Get out, just leave. And at this moment, it jumps back to Jura and Boruto. And Jura's like, he mentions how dangerous Boruto is because of how much he knows. And the only conclusion he can come to as to why he knows so much information is his unknown accomplice, which we know is obviously Kashin Koji, who has a 10 pass, which can see multiple futures. And then Jura asks Boruto, he's like, what is love? It seems to be a weakness of humans, right? He says love has brought Boruto to his place of death, because Boruto went there to help save Konohamaru, right? Because that's his master. He wants to protect him. He cares about him. He went there to prevent Konohamaru's death. And in doing so, he puts himself in danger with Jura showing up. And Jura points out this fact. And so they continue their fight. Boruto wants to try to hit him with the Uzuhiko to see if it'll do anything, because that's his only, as far as we know, that's his strongest move right now, the Rasengan Uzuhiko. In order to even use it, he has to be standing on the ground long enough to build up enough energy. So he's trying to find an opening. He's pinned down with some roots that Jura spawns up. So while he's pinned down, he's building up energy because he's stationary. So he's able to build up energy for the Uzuhiko. He has Uzuhiko charged up, and he's about to jump with flying Raijin. He jumps behind him. I think he jumps because his sword is marked. I think he jumped to his sword, and it puts him behind Jura. And so he hits him in the back with the Uzuhiko. I was like, yes, he did it. He got him. Because we know from previous chapters that Uzuhiko, it disorients the target. It makes them see spirals. They lose their balance. In this case, Jura would not be able to fly. It makes him nauseous. And it uses the planet's energy. He says the planet's energy when he describes it in earlier chapters. He uses that term instead of nature energy. which I think is curious. So he hits him with it. Jura is blasted backwards, and he's landed. And you can see it looks like it's taking effect. It shows his perspective with swirls around in his eye. And just as quickly as he's hit with it, he's able to nullify it. And he says this power, it seems to follow principles similar to my Bijou Bomb. Hence, I was able to nullify it. Now, he just nullified Boruto's, as far as we know, Boruto's strongest move, because it's similar to the Bijou Bomb. It seems to follow principles similar to my Bijou Bombs, which... Is it because of its like nature energy? Like is Uzuhiko's using the planet's energy, the planet's rotation, and using that to create this attack to disorient his target? And because of that, it's similar to nature energy, or is it a different connection altogether? I don't know. And that's how the chapter ends. Like he's in this precarious situation where Jura is unaffected by any of the moves that Boruto has done. And yeah, so chapter 23, I don't know how it's gonna go. I hope, because we haven't seen Momoshiki basically at all throughout these past 22 chapters. He has not made his appearance. So I feel like the only possible way, obviously Boruto has to get out of the situation. He cannot beat him right now. He has to escape somehow. So either Momoshiki emerges along with his karma marking, or I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be something along those lines, where Momoshiki in the next chapter, maybe Boruto tries to flee. I don't know. I couldn't even guess where it's going to go. Obviously, Boruto has to get away from him, though. But I feel like either Momoshiki is going to emerge, or... Because we haven't seen... since Kawaki asked Amado and threatened him to give him his true power, we have not seen or heard from Kawaki. So, does Kawaki show up? I don't know. I feel like it's more likely Boruto is gonna use his karma marking and Momoshiki's going to emerge. And is Jura more powerful than Momoshiki? I don't know. If Momoshiki takes control of Boruto's body right now with all of Boruto's current abilities and everything he knows, Momoshiki would be an absolute menace. So I feel like that'd be an interesting fight. I feel like this is not where Jura loses, though. This is not where he dies. So Boruto escapes somehow. He must. Chapter 23. I can't wait. Guys, let me know if you're enjoying it, if you're reading it. I'm waiting from... It's been how many chapters? Like, when was Kurama revealed inside of Himawari? Like, chapter 7? I want more, like, stuff on that. Like, I want to know what's going on with her, how people are reacting to her being Kurama's new vessel, how she's going to be an asset, because she definitely is going to be an asset, right? I don't know. It's just, Kurama's my favorite character. Well, Kurama and Minato. And I would love to see maybe Kakashi training Himawari. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen. Is Momoshiki finally going to emerge? I hope he does. And obviously, somehow, Boruto must regain control of his karma marking. But guys, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen. How are they going to beat Jura? How is the Uzuhiko similar to Bijou Bombs? It's got to be nature energy, right? It's got to be, or something along those lines. How it follows principles similar to the Bijou Bombs, as he says. We'll see. But guys, don't forget to subscribe. I do live stream every day, pretty much Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. CST. If you find this video, come say hi in the live stream. That'd be super cool. But yeah, more Naruto and Boruto videos coming up. I gotta work on them. I'm excited. But guys, have a good day. Stay safe. Stay positive. Thanks for checking out the video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.